Hey AfterBuzz TV fans, we have an amazing after show coming up. The same show you love, the expert opinions of our hosts, news, gossip, and special segments. We only have the audio for you tonight, but again, same great show, all the content you love starts right now.
Jay-Z becomes a billionaire, Miley Cyrus out here slaying condoms, and Kenya Moore gets a price cut. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
How do you feel about this intro? What does it make you feel like?
It really sounds like the opening of like The Hills.
Yeah.
It
Right?
feels like beach, sunglasses, look, wind in the hair, palm tree,
Silence.
slow walk onto the beach.
So like this weekend was like really crazy for me. Like,
Yeah, and then it cuts into and it's like, oh my God, did you hear what Becky said about me
Lauren's
last
just a
week?
fucking idiot.
She's such a mess. I totally hate her.
Speaking of messes, Miss Kenya Moore on Real Housewives of Atlanta, ladies and gentlemen. Rumor has it is that she might be returning back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. But I just got so excited, you guys, because I just started into the topic because I was talking about hot mess. But let me introduce the hot mess of them all. We have Miss Toni Moore in the building.
I beg all of your pardons. I am not a hot mess,
just
but
kidding.
hello everyone. How are you?
My dear friend, and make sure you guys check out, he has this really cool happy hour spot at Mickey's in West Hollywood.
Yes, wings and things on Saturday. Y'all came. I was really happy that you and Courtney came. I was a little hurt though that I couldn't like spend time with y'all.
I know you were
because
just
I'm like
running
working, and it makes me feel bad because y'all gave your time to come and support, and then I wasn't able to sit in Kiki. But I thank y'all for
We'll
coming.
find another night to do that.
Yes.
But we had a good time.
Good.
Because we thought we was just going to make a quick appearance, pop our head in.
Mm-hmm.
And honey, a happy hour, it'll be the key to a whole mess of a night.
I love it. I love it.
And that's what a happy hour is all about, right?
Well, that's why the word happy is in it, because for an hour you should be happy.
No, that one lasted a few. But I'm your boy DJ Jesse J. Unfortunately, my baby mamas. I mean, I'm just going to tell y'all, they just ain't showing up no more. They're done.
Oh, they done with the roast?
They done.
They don't want to come here no
Honey, they
more?
done with
Who? The Ashley Gray?
They done with the buzz. Said it.
That's the tea within itself.
But you know who ain't done is Miss Kenya Moore, because apparently she's coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. And rumor has it is that she got $1 million pay cut. So she only going to be getting paid $500,000.
That's for
For
an entire
season.
season? Well, then I would cut some of my episodes if I were her.
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, that's how much you're going to pay me? Then I will only be a part of this, and this.
And I'm going to give you Cynthia Bailey. Mute. Couch.
I'm very much going to be there like this.
Might give a quick little shade look or something.
Or give a charade.
And keep it pushing.
And keep it pushing. Show up. Just be on time, Kenya. Don't be late. Show up to the call time 15 minutes before you're supposed to be there.
But leave early.
Exactly. Be like, y'all done?
$500,000. She could get that in like 4 appearances.
Exactly. I mean,
that's a lot, actually.
I wonder why. Okay, so actually, this is my first time hearing about Kenya. I heard they were trying to bring Phaedra back.
They are.
But Candy was not having it.
She isn't having it. She's like, look, if this happens, now you
She's
put 37 minutes left. We just started the show. You get me nervous, Ryan. Sorry, Ryan's in the booth, and
Hi,
he
Ryan.
wants to sit at the table with us, and one day we'll get him here. You know what I mean? Because I feel like all the little girls at home would love him. But so, yeah, they want Phaedra back, but Candy's like, no, if you bring Phaedra back, I'm gone. And I'm kind of like, well, bye. I'm fine with Candy going. I'm fine with Cynthia going, because apparently she might be going too. But they're talking about bringing Robin Givens back. I know y'all are tired of me complaining about this, but no Robin Givens. Don't even try it. Were you going to try and puzzle that in?
No, I would be interested because I watched Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and they brought in Denise Richards, and I was like, how that gonna work? But I actually really like Denise Richards.
But Denise Richards, 1, white girl. 2, was married to Charlie Sheen, so she's crazy. Robin Givens is, yeah, great.
No, I feel like Robin Givens probably has a little bit of shade in her, but she's like that subtle shade where she hits you and then she walks away and you don't realize you got hit until an hour later.
I don't know if I'm here.
I mean, I don't know her like that, but I'm just saying.
I mean,
I
you
don't
just talk about it. But here's the thing
I'm
with the
open to it.
$500,000 a season, because Kenya just got hit with a $150,000 tax lien. So I'm like, yeah, that's already deducted out of your paycheck.
Well, at least she's still making
Now, what, 300
500, 150,
350,000.
350,000. That's still coming out on
Hooked
top.
on math worked for me.
Didn't work on me. Thank God for a TI-89.
Ooh. Oh, speaking of schools, this is going back to our reality check. So I was just scrolling through my Instagram, right?
Oh, I was wondering what you were scrolling. Depends on the time of day.
It ain't. That was 2000. What was last year? 2018. We done with that. But nope, that's Howard.
What were you scrolling through?
So just friends stuff and like Insta stories, right? And
Right.
so I came across this girl, and
What a name.
I don't actually know her name. I don't even know how I'm following her because she's not like PR or anything like that. But anyway, she, her friend is a school teacher and just quit because this new book and material that will be implemented in all California schools starting next year. It is a sex ed class, which
Yes.
normal. I had that. But so 5th and 6th graders, and some of the chapters that they're going to be talking about, she felt were a little risque,
Such as?
Anal sex intercourse, sexting, cybersex, sensation play, kinky sex, role play, bondage, restraint, bodily fluid, blood play, and sex toys.
Okay. So... Oh
No,
I don't know,
Ryan.
I don't know if that's
what are you into?
Exactly. I felt like Ryan was dinging because he's like, yep, check, and check. Here's the thing, though. I think that in the 5th and 6th grade, I think you need to know the birds and the bees, like the basics.
Yes, and not call it the birds and the bees because
Yes.
Instagram's out and you can see everything.
But I think when you start getting into high school, that's when you should probably start discussing like sexting and cybering stuff. Now, you don't need to learn about kinky, role play, all that until like you in college.
Yeah.
That's a little too early to be learning that.
Yeah.
The anal...
No, 5th and 6th grade, I think the sexting needs to be brought in because let me tell you, I always
At
go
a
back
limited, like,
bro,
thing.
listen. When I worked at the Boys and Girls Club, I had a 7-year-old. Walked in the back. He had lured, because he was swaggy and all that, 7-year-old. Lured this girl, 11-year-old, and we opened up the door and he was eating her out.
No.
I was like... Wish I could say your name right now, but yes. And so,
well, that's why they do need to start early.
like, yeah, teaching sexing, stuff like that. Like, once we into blood play, like, I think that's, like, awkward.
That's a little too much.
But then I just was having a conversation with actually Ashley, and she was like, has worked in the school system, and she said, Jesse, these kids are nasty. She's like, you can see anything on your phone, which is true, and that's why I feel like Instagram, like, needs to find something to, like...
A way to filter.
Yeah. Because
So a way to open, like you can have an account, but there's like an under 18 account where it filters stuff for you.
Like when you were younger, when I was younger, we had this thing called Net Nanny when the internet was like new.
First of all, you talking about when we were younger, the internet was born when I was like,
and it like
in
took
middle
like
school.
15 minutes for it to even turn on.
Yeah, like I was the generation that transitioned from encyclopedia to like Netscape. You know what I mean? And it was like, what can you Google? What can you
Kids
look
are like
up?
encyclopedia. We got Wikipedia.
Right. No, we had an actual book that some man came by your... Would you like to buy the latest edition of whatever Britannica?
Because
Absolutely.
Britannica, Encyclopedia Britannica.
I need it because I got a project due that week.
And when I tell you my parents had the oldest version of that, I'm like,
It's like, this information ain't gonna change.
ain't gonna change nothing. And it was like the size of this wall, and you just had to find your volume.
You had to be
what are we
like-
gonna learn about? Ligers.
L.
Lions and tigers. Yep.
And they only had everybody's project was the same because we all had the same encyclopedias and the same little one page of
I was
everything.
so happy when internet got faster so I could plagiarize. Oh, because copying it out of an encyclopedia was too much. Other Real Housewives news. People are speculating because Porsha and her entire family unfollowed Dennis. And she ain't wearing the ring. I wanted this to work, but I knew she was going to fuck this up.
You think...
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I actually... Oh, I did watch the episode of this show where you were talking about Porsha Has a Baby doesn't need like 8 episodes. Sure. We could do it with just one special or whatever. I actually watched the special. I was entertained, but I feel like everything for them was happening too fast.
But didn't you also feel like, because I hated them at first. I did not like him. I was scared him meeting her.
I was skeptical of him.
I opened up to him.
Yeah, I was skeptical of him, and then I realized that she isn't letting him in. Mm-hmm. If you're going to move him into the house,
say it. This is exactly the same thing.
You got his stuff in the basement, and your stuff still just sitting up there looking all good. You have to learn how to integrate, and then you're getting mad because he wants to find a place that's suitable for the both of y'all. But the problem is that she doesn't want to relinquish control because she was in a controlling relationship before. Mm-hmm. So there's that barrier right there that she doesn't want to go through that again. She's worked very hard, and I commend her. She's worked very hard into building the Porsha brand. And she has her own. She's an independent woman. She's not going to let anybody hold her down. Have a comma. The hot dog king came up and put in his hot dog, and now you all hot dog crazy.
Her wigs is just all over the place.
Yeah, and so I was rooting for them. I thought they were going to be fine, but it's sad to hear that.
Like right as soon as the special's done, there goes the ring.
Yeah,
I mean that's why I said just one episode, and we could have saved something.
But the thing is, sometimes you just have to take your time. Like even though the baby was coming along, like you still have to take your time with things. There's no need to rush. Like everything feels good and warm and fuzzy at first, but then after a while,
reality sets in. Can you really live with this person?
Exactly.
Can you really smell hot dogs every single night he coming home? Right. Does he really want to sit around with your wigs just all over the place? And with y'all mamas living in the house?
They tried that.
They
completely tried that.
All right, what else is going on? Your show, the Braxton Family Values.
We are the Braxtons and you'll see.
Did you watch last night's episode?
Absolutely.
Okay, so how do you feel? People are kind of like a little up in arms with Tamar and her man and feeling like she's a little too controlling. And then last night we saw that she introduced him to the family and was like,
I think that comes from just like, yes, I'm introducing you to the family, but let's not be too much.
But why are you going on a trip? Like on, you know what I mean? Like
I don't know. I didn't
introduce at like a party, an event where everyone's doing something and they can meet him, but they're busy dealing with others.
Like I felt like that was a great time for all of them to bond, and the fact that she came in and was just like, come here. I'm like, first of all, he ain't 5. Secondly, like, come on, like you let the men be with the men. You go be with your sisters, and like you can probably talk to your sisters about their relationships and where they are, and reconnect with them, because her and Tracy got some unspoken things going on, and y'all need to like.
But do you think she used bringing him as a way to mask not having to deal with that?
No, I don't think she's aware.
She ain't even thinking about it.
She's not aware of what Tracy is thinking, because Tracy isn't allowing herself to speak her mind. Tracy is a person that's going to keep the peace, but when you do that, it takes that one thing and she's going to blow up. Mm-hmm. And that's why we saw that tidbit where she stood up and she was like, you make it so hard to love you. And I was like, till you do right by me, everything you think about gonna fail. You told Hoppo to beat me?
Oh, we're going to go there with that.
I mean, you have to end it with that.
Well, all right. So speaking of family dramas, Blac Chyna has her new show on the Zeus network.
The who?
I don't know. You can find it somewhere. Google it. I have no idea.
Who's Zeus?
I don't know. It's like, I thought it was a gay network, but apparently it ain't. So they have, I guess, shows on there. And I think it's on like the internet.
Continue.
But anyways, it's called the Zeus Network, and someone out there compared it to Netflix, and I was like, tried it. But anyways, she has the show called The Real Blac Chyna, which I haven't wanted to see, but I'm down to see an episode. It's like how I feel about the Porsha special. It's like, we already tried this with Blac Chyna, even though it was with Rob, but like I don't need it. But she was going to court because of the whole her hairdresser situation and like saying that she didn't throw anything at her. But then I'm like, girl, in the clip I just saw, you're arguing with your mama and you were about you were about to throw your vape pen at her. And like they was getting mad at each other, it was in each other's face, and I'm like, you keep going to court
for the same stuff.
And this probably isn't going to be the best thing for your character.
She needs to go to anger management. However, I will say this. I saw her interview with Wendy. And...
hated it.
Well, only because she was very nervous. And it's... in a situation like that, you just have to feel comfortable coming to the couch and speaking your mind. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. But with that, I felt like Wendy. I felt like I didn't see Blac Chyna. I met a woman named Angela.
Yes.
But
she doesn't give us Angela ever.
She may need to start to, because that's the only way that she can get out of this box of what she's been portrayed as with Rob. You know what I mean? So she needs to get out of this, this stranger was around my child, I'm about to beat you up in Six Flags or wherever she was. Was it Six Flags?
I don't remember.
It was some amusement park. She was about to
let us know in the comments.
Trip. But I think every person needs an evolution. And I feel like this show could be that, as long as she ain't throwing stuff at anybody.
Well, so she's going back to court again because she apparently posted a photo of herself, and I think Kylie is kind of in trouble for the same thing. So basically, some paparazzi took a picture of her, of Blac Chyna, and she posted it. And the photo agency is basically saying, like, you got money off that because you make money off of your Instagram and all that. Like, so they're going to court, and within that, she's bringing Mark Zuckerberg. She has a list of all these
high-profile people,
character witnesses, like to her character, speak on her character. Mark Zuckerberg and Rob Kardashian are two of them, and they will testify for 30 minutes each, roughly, to speak on her work ethic, her businesses, and how they've dealt with her.
But is it Ariana Grande? That's
Ariana Grande, yeah, not Kylie. Sorry. Oh wait,
yeah.
The same thing that happened with Ariana.
She posted a paparazzi photo.
But the difference was, it wasn't that she posted the photo on Instagram. She used it as an ad in Coachella. So it was to promote something that she could make money with. So that's where the photographer was mad at her. This is an actual agency. My thing is this, and I'm always going to say this. Because there's so many times I go to carpets and you just see all the paparazzi with these photos of the celebrities and they're waiting for them to just sign them. These celebrities come, they sign them for you guys. Like, a lot of them let you guys take pictures. If they're posting the photo, it's their name and likeness. I personally feel that they can do what they want.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? If it's a company that has nothing to do with Kylie or Ariana or Blac Chyna, but if it's them actually posting it, like, oh, this is a cute picture of me, I'm going to pay you $150 for you
my photo?
Because I came out the bodega?
Like,
we didn't choose to do a photo shoot.
Like, we weren't in a studio. There wasn't a model release.
Right.
Like, I was on the sidewalk minding my business. You were by my car taking a picture of me. And when I did not a Jasmine Masters. Yeah, but but when I did that, I thought the picture was cute, so I'm gonna post it because it's me.
I mean,
does that mean that, like, if I have you take a photo of me and then I post it, do I owe you?
I mean, in essence,
I'm not gonna pay you.
But that's what I'm saying. In essence, that's really what they're doing. Because I'm like, how I wasn't going to charge you for doing that? I'm your model. I didn't get paid for this. I didn't sign no paperwork with you, and you're using my name and likeness? So, moving on from that, we have Twitter being upset. Actually, let's go save that for Reality X and Reality Check. Khloe and Lamar. All right, so Lamar Odom released this book called Darkness to Light, where we learn nothing new, because it's like, bro, we already knew you were on the drugs, so...
We already knew you had the sex. We already knew you had the multiple strokes. We already knew that you fell in love with Khloe. You still in love with Khloe. I didn't know he was with Taraji, so I didn't know that.
But I mean, we could have got that in like a quick little Instagram post. So he's trying to make money off this and tell his story. And I watched on Wendy, she said, because she read the whole thing, and she said it was really painful to get through because she's like, it's stuff we already know. Yeah. Which is how I feel about watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, because it's like, well, we read about this. We read about this.
But that's different because then you can see their reactions.
Are they real reactions, though?
I don't know. I'm not a part of the Kardashian world.
Me either. But I do want to see what happens when she finds out about the Jordan thing. I am interested. I am interested in that production.
That seems so blown out of proportion to me. But
so, I mean, this girl moved out of the country. Jordan moved to London.
Did she really?
She moved to London and said, London is way more welcoming than Calabasas. Well, duh, girl.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you could be a sex worker over in London.
Cheerio, mate.
Cheerios. 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 Yeah. Let's get into reality check.
What's that?
Reality X. All right, so basically what we're doing, but quicker, and you just check it or exit.
Okay.
Reality check or reality X. Jay-Z just became the first hip-hop billionaire.
Check.
Go ahead, Jay.
I mean, why not? Duh.
Yeah, now he can actually write a song when he's standing in an elevator by himself and say, when there's $1 billion in the elevator. Because...
Well, now there's more than $1 billion. Mm-hmm. The billions.
The billions.
You ever think that maybe when their powers combine that they'll have like $1 trillion? It's a lot of money.
I don't know, because I mean, like, if he just became I have to see, but is he a billionaire or is he a multi-billionaire?
I don't know. All I know is that they got money.
They got money.
Well, good for him.
Good for him. Beyonce came out with the lion outfit.
I mean, all you said was Beyonce. Check. I mean, why not? Well, did you not like the lion outfit? See, here you go. You always got to find something to hate.
I mean, I'm not hating on it. It's just
You're hating on it.
I wasn't here for it. I was just like, really, this is what we're doing.
I thought she looked beautiful.
So
no, it's not an X. We give it that ding.
It's my show. Ryan, don't do it.
Ryan, give it that ding.
It's premature X. My bad.
I bet. No, so well, it was at the Wearable Art Gala, and I'm wondering if she didn't go to the Met Gala this year because she knew she was going to. Because I'm like, this is like a baby version of the Met Gala camp this year.
Right. Maybe she was just like, I ain't got time for this.
The theme was Lion King, and she came as the lion.
Well,
do you watch Schitt's Creek?
I don't. I heard about it, though. But I will say this. It was great because she's promoting, because the trailer's out, and you can hear her voice as Nala. Simba. You know how she sounds. Mm-hmm. You can hear her. So I think it's a way for her to promote, the movie coming out.
Are you excited for the Lion King?
I do.
Because have you seen the one with like Puma and Timon talking? It looks like the zoo books.
I do love The Lion King. I was a lover of the movie. I was a lover of the Broadway show.
Yes, and I'll say I was actually shocked when I saw the Broadway show because I was kind of like, the cartoon. And then when you see it, it's so in line with the movie.
First of all,
and it's
the first song.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all better take me to Africa.
And on YouTube, they have this like 360 view thing where you can watch that intro part, and like you turn your phone and you're like in the theater.
Oh, that first little
because she does it on a higher, she does it on like a little higher note. Did you see Aladdin?
I'm going to see it. Did you see it?
Part of it, I fell asleep.
Oh no! Was it because you're tired? Or because it was boring?
The beginning is different and slow.
Okay.
It picks up.
How do we feel about Will Smith as a genie?
Here's the thing. There's been like a lot of rumors about Will Smith, and after watching Aladdin, I would 98% say that I believe Will Smith has sex with men.
I did not know where you were going with that.
Yeah, that's where I had it.
Wait, but was he good as the genie though?
I mean, here's the thing. Like, he was.
You really think he has sex with the menses?
Oh yeah. No, like I actually like looked at him as like, oh, you are a proud gay black man. Come on, my brother. Like, join. Like I felt like we finally saw Will Smith living his best life.
Oh, okay. So well, he's.
But now imagine a gay man trying to be masculine. That's what it was like. You ain't never had a friend. Never had a friend.
Oh.
Never had a friend. Like, and it was just like,
instead of just.
But when he fell into that flamboyancy, it was like all natural, honey.
Well, he played gay before in 6 Degrees of Separation.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago, though.
But this was like, I don't know. But was it bad? It wasn't horrible. Mm-hmm. I just wish. I know your phone ain't ringing. Okay, I heard a phone ringing somewhere out there. But I didn't love it.
Okay.
Because I saw Aladdin on Broadway, and what's that guy that's on Broadway right now? You know who I would have actually loved to do it?
Who?
Tobias. From
Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt as the genie.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because I just needed more, and I felt like Will was holding back, but he could have gone there, but he didn't. Because the thing with Genie is, Robin Williams played all the different characters and the voices and this and that. Will was just trying to be, when I'm this, da.
But I'm trying to be cool.
But there was this effeminate thing about him, and I wanted him to go there, and he wasn't. He was holding back, and you could see him holding back. Personal. This is how I feel. I don't care.
No, I get it because I saw Aladdin when it came here to the Pantages, and I got a kick out of the genie because the genie is the comic relief, and you have to be able to change and boom, 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 and do just like crazy stuff. And if Will Smith isn't willing to go there,
but people will say he did, and I'm like,
no. When I heard the hip hop version of "You Ain't Never Had a Friend Like Me," I was like.
Yeah, and it's very like the ball bouncing on the words, like da 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 da. Like, no, come on, y'all. Reality X.
Or James Corden could have played that.
Oh,
James Corden could have been a good genie.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. I've never seen him do drag because I feel like Genie needs to be a little draggy.
Have you not watched crosswalk musicals that he does? You should.
Okay.
And get your entire life.
Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, when he did Beauty and the Beast. Yes. Okay, you're right.
And let me tell you, he's willing to go there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All
Secure.
right, so Wendy was out this weekend, honey. I don't know. She was at a summer jam or whatever.
Listen, as she would say it, believe me, you.
And I think she got, I swear Wendy got some dick because she came back today. She couldn't keep still in her chair. She was like, that Sierra song. I've been thinking about you.
That was Friday's episode.
Was that Friday's episode?
That was Friday's episode because they're off this week.
Oh, I think
she was living her life. She was like, just when we're all going on vacation for about 5 weeks. So that song.
Or she's prepped for some dick. She is.
Listen, I just think Wendy is living. She's living her best life right now, and I also. The one thing that I didn't like when all this stuff was coming out, that she wasn't being like, okay, let me give you the tea.
But I think legally she couldn't at first because she's been kind of last week. I felt like she's
been kind of sliding it in now, and I'm just waiting for that moment of like, all right, now that. Let me just break it all down for you
because the son hit the father, so now there's this legal stuff going on with that. Like, I think just give it a couple months. Like when they come back from the break.
Yeah. Maybe
some stuff.
I just wish her well. I think I feel like she is a different Wendy because this was last year. I went to the Wendy Williams show.
Oh.
And it was for my birthday. And I remember I was like, she just looks like she's just kind of going through the motions.
Toxic relationship.
But I will still remember she looked at me in the audience because I brought my own crown because I didn't want the plastic one. I went to my friend Chakra, shout out to Chakra. The crown was sickening. And she looked at me and she was like, happy birthday. And I was like, thank you, Wendy.
I mean, Wendy is my queen. I love her. I appreciate her. I get a little bit like she got in that beef with Howard Stern, right? Mm-hmm. And where she said, oh, he's so Hollywood and celebrity. But that's because Howard is in a positive relationship. He's been in his marriage for years, and he has fun with the people and the guests, and they genuinely like him. And I feel like now that Wendy's not being held back, because I feel like the thing that stopped Wendy from going out places and making friends with people is her husband. Mm-hmm. And now you're free, and now you're out and about around the celebrities, girl. Now you're doing what you was shading Howard Stern.
Because
are you the people, or are you going to be those people now?
I think she's still going to be the people, but I remember she used to say she doesn't have anyone's phone number.
Yeah.
I bet she collecting phone numbers now.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about you.
All right, so Iggy Azalea did this photo shoot. She got nudes being released, and she wants to fight these people who got them. And, girl, if it was your pussy, I'd be like, okay. But, they're your tits. Get over it.
I feel like at some point, everybody gets a nude release.
Yeah. Brad Pitt should be the most mad because that micro penis was...
Oh, no. I heard you can Google Jesse and come up with some things.
Jussie Smollett?
No, you.
Let me see. All right, so Twitter is pissed. Twitter is pissed at Kylie because Kylie got that new skin line, right?
Oof.
So it's all pink. It comes in this little bag or whatever, and she did not a tutorial, but like she was showcasing how to use the product.
Okay.
And she did it with a full beat of makeup, but she had a Snapchat filter on. So it didn't look like she had makeup on, but it's a Snapchat filter. And so she's washing her face, and when she pulls the towel off, there's concealer all over the towel, and people are like, well, girl, how's your product work with a full face of makeup like that?
Right.
She just went, like, when you wash your face, when I scrub my face, like, it's a good,
let me tell you,
30 to 45 seconds. Like, we might even keep that, like, sit.
When I pump that Dove sensitive skin body wash into my rag, I get that.
Yep. You got to get deep in your pores. She was like, patty cake, bakers, man.
Because she's trying to keep that beat. Sometimes you got to be la naturelle or a light beat.
Or just be real. Let us see what she looks like without it. Say, hey, this is my skin product line, y'all.
But when I looked it up, Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson were talking about it, and they were not liking it. And see, this is the thing. People always ask me, oh, what do you do? What's your skin regimen? I'm like, this ain't nothing but Dove and water and Vaseline. Like, that's it. I don't be putting all them products on my face. I don't be laying in my bed with a mask or trying to hydrate or rose water on my face. You don't know how your skin is going to react to all that.
Okay, and you don't know what she's putting in that.
You don't know what kind of chemicals or cats are being chopped up in order to be put into that skin product.
Reality exit, girl. Sorry, says.
But then again, somebody's going to be like, well, you don't know what Dove is using. Let me tell you, believe me, Dove is doing me right.
I do cocoa butter,
Thanks, Ryan.
black soap. All right, Blue's Clues reboot. Are we here for it or not? It's like this Filipino man. And it's more of like a hip-hoppy version.
Sure.
Okay.
If it's for the kids, sure.
I'm just like, can we create a new animal? Like, how about like a cat? Or like, why do we have to bring the dog back?
Because
like,
we're in the season of reboot. Like Hollywood ain't trying nothing new. We just rebooting stuff. Here's the thing. This is what I miss about my childhood. I miss Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
I miss Nickelodeon, where that they had these type of shows and everything like that. Kids nowadays are too grown because they're on their phones, they're on Instagram, they're on social media, they bullying each other, doing all this stuff. Y'all need to get somewhere, get a bowl of Frosted Flakes at 9 a.m. on a Saturday, watch a Care Bear, watch a Smurf, watch a He-Man, watch a She-Ra, watch a Jim and the Holograms,
and they're like, who,
Transformers
what?
Or something, and just live your entire life.
90210 reboot.
I'm here for it.
And Lala Anthony is going to be in it.
Lala Anthony? Mm-hmm. As what?
A character, apparently. She's joining the cast.
Well, R.I.P. Luke.
R.I.P. Luke.
Luke Perry.
Over at
I
Riverdale.
almost said Luke Priestley, but that's Jason Priestley. Luke Perry. I'm here for the reboot.
Are you here for a little color being mixed in there now? So, because there was none.
Well, that was Melrose Place. Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't love Lala as an actress, but here for it. See where it goes. I'll watch the first. I probably actually won't, but I'll hear what other people think about it. And
I actually watched the
original.
I dabbled in the original. I wasn't as strong, but when they came back,
Yeah. Okay.
I watched
the
that.
newer one. Or
yes.
like they left, and then the original cast had came back. Then they were done with the whole show, and then there was like a new
cast.
Okay, you watched that one.
I watched that.
Oh,
and I was here for it.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna go with that because I didn't know that. Miley Cyrus, she just dropped this EP, and people are upset with her because she got the song with RuPaul called Catitude. And people just feel like she's appropriating black music now. And you said like, oh, I had to get away from the hip hop stuff because it was toxic to my life. And so then you did the whole Dolly Parton thing. And then now you're back to it. And people are like, well, girl, you dumped us. And now you went to rehab or whatever you went to mentally. And now you're back. taking our music. And I'm like, but she is genuinely friends with RuPaul.
Yes.
And when I actually went to listen to the whole song, it does give me like Azalea Banks or like Lee Kelly 47, whatever her name is.
Oh, yes.
But like something off RuPaul's album too.
Ooh,
Like,
I love that hair conditioner leaving.
Yeah.
Leaving, hair conditioner leaving. I just be down 22 inches. Couldn't tell me nothing during
I
that song.
got money. So yeah. And so anyways, to promote the album, she's selling $20 condoms.
What did these condoms do? Is it just...
They actually look like the shitty New York condoms that just are passed out in the street, but just they're all black and it says the name of her EP on it.
Is it a box?
No.
A.
Condom.
One. Singular sensation.
Miley, singular sensation.
Miley, if you don't put them things down to $2 and keep it moving.
X. Okay, so I really want to get into this because fuck reality TV right now, but have you seen...
Probably not.
On Netflix, it's a show called What If with Renee Zellweger.
Everyone's been talking about it.
I recommend it.
Well, everyone's been talking about What If and Dead Like Me.
Dead to me. Dead to me.
I beg your pardon, Ryan. Excuse
Now, I hope the audience
me.
could hear that because
He was a great dead
sometimes
to
maybe-
me. Dead to me. Well,
But
that's
Dead
what
to Me was everything. Here's the thing. It was a little slow at first. I'm like, where are we going with this? Oh, but baby, when we get to where we need to go, it reminds me of Weeds. Did you ever watch Weeds?
I dabbled in it. Here's the thing. I still feel a little old fashioned, whereas I still have cable. I still DVR stuff. I'm not a streamer or a binge watcher. The last thing I binge watched on Netflix was Special. The gay cerebral palsy guy.
Oh, how was that?
She was cute.
We'll check it. Reality check special.
Yeah, it was cute. It was cute. It's a different take on being gay.
Okay.
And then the other thing I watched was on Hulu, which was Unreal.
Oh,
I used to love that show. They got real dark though, like real dark.
That world is dark.
Well, you would know.
I would.
You would know.
And just bags under your eyes for hours.
So tell us about What If, because you was all excited about it until I said I ain't seen it.
What If is Renee Zellweger, and I mean,
Does she look like herself?
Oh, she's everything.
Okay.
She is Anne Montgomery. Anne motherfucking Montgomery.
What does she do?
I'm not. I don't want to give the whole thing, but the basic. Basically she is this entrepreneur who is very successful. She writes books. She owns all these companies, and she's like so rich that she just fucks with people's lives. Talk like the pharmaceutical world and things like that. And again, that's all I'm going to give you because I gagged where it went.
But what's the what if part? Is she like?
It's like one of those things like
What?
Tony Robbins. Like she isn't like that, but is in essence.
In the
like
realm.
it's kind of like sitting here and saying, so like, okay, what if I offered you this? Everything you
Got
ever
it.
wanted, but you have to do this one thing for me.
Got it.
But that
Okay.
one thing is just gonna fuck up everything else in the world, and it's gonna take away your morals and all that. Like
Like, what would you
if?
do for a Klondike bar?
yeah. What would you do for Anne Montgomery? But it's everything. It had me sucked in the whole entire show. And
Oh, that's
then
what had you sucked in?
The end, yeah. Well, there is actually, interesting. There is a gay couple on it. And it was an interesting relationship because, so it's two guys, and one comes from like a little promiscuous background, and then the other one
Don't
is
they
like
all?
virginal. But then
Aren't they all?
it becomes a threesome situation where the boyfriend's like, yeah, he can come over, he can come hang out, do whatever, you know what I mean? And the boyfriend's like, wait, right, really? And it was an interesting take because I haven't seen that on a big show like that for them to like introduce that kind of commentary. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. Also recommend When They See Us. The Ava DuVernay Central Park 5 story. It is 4 episodes, like a limited series, done so well. Like, a lot of people were like, you know, it was too emotional for me. Like, I watch crime stuff all the time, so, like, this was right up my alley. But, I mean, definitely, like, when I tell you, like, you want to reach through this TV and smack the shit out of this woman, Linda Friedberg or whatever the fuck her name is, but she done deleted her Twitter, deleted her Instagram account, because I believe it. I even like at one point was like, oh, I recorded something to just tweet it at her, because the mother looked at her and said, you should be ashamed of yourself. It's so good though. I definitely recommend that one. So what if Dead to Me and When They See Us.
All things that I need to watch.
Yep, and then Handmaid's Tale's coming back. Woo! I'm
Never
about to
got
get my
into that.
whole life. That's like a Sunday morning show, though. Like when you're like, you know what I mean? When the air in your bedroom is like this.
How is it?
Quiet.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The sky's cloudy outside or whatever.
The birds are chirping.
No birds. Like it has to be dead silent. You have to
silent?
just be paying attention. Like ASMR.
Oh, that's the ASMR.
That's the ASMR.
I'm going to have a drink now.
All right. Well, we want to thank you guys for tuning into Reality Roast this week. We know you couldn't watch the live stream because AfterBuzz didn't pay
Stop
attention.
it. That's so weird. I don't understand how people get into that. Okay, go.
Get into what? AfterBuzz couldn't pay their internet bill, but Tony, where could everyone find you?
Everyone can find me on all social media platforms at Lounging with Tony or my website, loungingwithtony.com. And you can find me here at AfterBuzz TV every Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, giving you a full recap of the Emmy Award-winning soap opera Days of Our Lives.
And you guys can hit me up everywhere at DJ Jesse J. You better have that right on, Dak. At DJ Jesse J. And hit us up across all social media platforms at AfterBuzz TV. Till next week, same time, same place. Peace.
Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.